Well, hello folks, my name's Ian and welcome to my shed that is full of space. As you know, in the last video I moved all this stuff, well, all this stuff into there. And there's still more to take in there yet. There's another box that will contain some sort of measuring equipment. I found that was tucked in the side. It's quite a bonny, what's that? Easily, it's more than a foot long. What do you call them? Accurate spirit level. However, that's not it. Some things have happened since then. So this is where we left off, isn't it? So we left off with a teaser. I was just going through that. However, something's cropped up that I now need the space. But we'll go outside. Yeah, but before I can get round to making the space or using that space, my batteries. Let's see. I've had it tested today. They said it. Well, it's the crows. Said it was a good battery, but it was lacking on cranking power. Now it's not really cold here in the UK at the moment, it's getting, especially where I live. Okay, we've had some frost on the windows, and it's been struggling to start the car. There's other issues with it. I've sorted out the heater glow plug relay problem I had, which for some reason they keep behind the headlight, underneath the headlight, behind the bumper. I'd say that's Volvo for you. Ford Mondeo engine in here. I know the glow plugs aren't all working. I've been told there's one snapped off, but they're behind there, halfway down and tucked underneath. Not a job for me. However, back to the job in hand. Got myself a fresh battery. Swap it over. Got my jump start battery out because what I want to do is I've run a lead from there to that big washer. That will allow me to break that. So when I disconnect it, I ain't going to lose any power. So I'll be getting 12 volts from that, and I won't lose all my computer settings, my radio settings, etc. So I'm just going to whip that off, and that's one little job done. So why do I need that space? Well, look what I've had dropped off. Well, it's a box, but I need to get a bit close. What is it, I wonder? Well, there's a clue on the lid. Oh! Plugs! I hate plugs. Oh, it's these moulded ones we have to make plug soup with. Yeah. Oh well. Plug soup it is. I mean, these are all right. These you just twist these apart, take those brass pins out. So that's why Ian's saying I need that space. You know, I've got to. I've just got to get rid of these plugs first. It's taking up space. If I've got that, I take all the brass out and get rid of the brass and get rid of the plastic. I go back. So a little bit delay on the first video of half a factory in my shed, HAFIMS for short. Bear with me, we will get there. Anyone for plug soup? See you in a bit. Well, back to this job. Well, you think it'd be dead easy, wouldn't you? Just changing a battery. You know what you do? You undo those two clips, take it off, put a new battery in. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Not if your name's Ian. Because it seems like this battery is taller than my other battery. Alright, it's got a clip on and you can't see it, but way down there there's a stud with a 10mm bolt on. So obviously you put something down there, you wind it up, that lifts up, easy peasy. However, in my little socket set I've only got a little socket. If that stud's like that big, I need a deep socket. So there we got a 1/4 inch drive deep socket, and that turned out to be, sorry, a 3/8 drive deep socket. But I don't have a 3/8 drive at hand, but I do have a 1/4 inch or 6mm to 3/8 drive adapter. So sticking it all together, I can stick it down that hole. I'm talking to myself, you're alright? It's when I answer myself, that's the problem.
I know, tell yourself off.
So, neighbours wondering, what's that strange man doing, talking to himself? Oh well. So anyway, that was easy. Back to this. So we jury rigged a long extension, stuck it down that hole, grind it up, bracket go over, tighten down. Like I said, job is a good one. However, only know if it's a good one once we've stuck key it all. Oh well, lights are on. That's a good sign. That's because I've done the beep beep. Oh, get in here, Ian. Not much room for a big one in a little car, is there? Well, the last time I did this, show you the inside of this car, was when I bought it. It was about 2 years ago. People follow me, might remember. So we stick that in there, we turn on. Where is it? I don't know if you saw that then. Just look there. Just look there for the glow plug sign coming on. The heater glow plugs. It was like a little curly whirly. Yeah, it went on for 1/10 of a second. Anyway, what's more important is, does it fire up? Oh yes, a lot more cranking power in that battery. So, main thing now is, did my little jury rig of applying a secondary power source, where I take the original power source off, save all my radio settings. We'll only know when we press the button.
You will know.
Oh yes. Oh, Radio 4. I'm telling you something, isn't it? All guys, all cars. Right, back in the shed. The warmer in the shed. It's getting quite cold out here now. What did that say? Bonnet open. That's why I've gone. Oops. 5 degrees. Yeah, Canada, they won't even be putting a jumper on yet, will they? Aye. So what was the big deal? If your name's Ian and you save everything that comes your way, right? Okay. When you want a 10mm deep socket, you've got to go in your toolbox. And if you probably skip back to the beginning of this video, you'll find that everything, his man and his dog and his horse, were in front of this toolbox. So I had to clear everything out so I could get into it toolbox, and that lot was full. So I could just get myself a 10mm socket. Well, yeah, I know. Folks are saying, Ian, get a grip. Well, I've started, haven't I? You know, as I said in the last video, you know, even the longest journey starts with the smallest step. So I had an epiphany, and it was like, Ian, you need to start sorting out. So I've started. Right, so apologies for the machinists and engineers who's thinking that my next video was going through all them goodies. It ain't. My next video's this video. No, honestly, I haven't started drinking yet. Honestly. However, you've got all this stuff, you forget what you've got. And in moving that stuff, I found that, and I found that, which were in there. And right, I'll show those when I do that. So give me 5 minutes. It's a curse, you know, scrapping. Seeing value in what people throw away. You know, even down to a can, you know, that can has got a value. You know, this lock, which somebody, you know, lost the key, cut it off, threw it away. That got a value. It's got a value to me. You know, bits and pieces. You know, so I'm putting the engineering stuff to one side. I'll sweep it up, and you think, well, anyone else would just sweep that up and throw it in the bin. You're not saying, well, you know, you've got some iron in there, you've got capacitor in there, you know, you've got some brass, you've got some copper. Whoa, copper! It's a curse, I'm telling you. Never ever get into micro scrapping. However, bear with me. You know, I'm just a normal bloke. I'm not superhuman. I'm not like in the outskirts of Saskatchewan country, you know, Manitoba, where this Canadian scrapper is, and the other Canadian and the other scrappers knee deep, you know, way high in snow, you know. They just crack on. Well, I'm not. I haven't got the hurt. You know, I'm an old man, and it destroys me. So Ian in his shed. I've used it once, I'll use it again. Plugging away at it. Oh my God. It's just a sea, a mountain of plugs. Well, that one was easy. May the rest be just as easy. So we'll delve into the old crafty hen. We're leaving the couple of strange beers till later. Right, okay, so I don't know if you can kind of figure out there. It's like one step forward, two steps back. I was so fired up with this half a factory in my shed video series, get on with it, start with it, and all of a sudden, bam, somebody drops a how do I put it, a golden egg. Somebody drops a fortune. Somebody drops a distraction into my lap. He ain't going to turn it down. You can see quite a bit of brass in that lot. And as they say, where's there's brass, there's money. was it where there's shit there's money? Where there's shit there's money. Where there's brass there's money. Where there's shit there's brass. I can't remember, it's been a long time. Right. Ian in his shed, feeling kind of a bit downcast because he's just seen 1,000 plugs that he needs to strip. Well, 500. Stop exaggerating. I've told you 1,000,000 times about exaggerating. Think about that one. You know, yeah, you got to think about that one 1,000,000 times about exaggerating. Okay, right. Ian in his shed. And I promise, for you engineers out there, you machinists, I will soon be on the half a factory in my shed. Let's get down to the goodies, the things that, you know, fire the soul. In his shed. Good night. See you soon. There was 500 green bottles hanging on the wall. And one green bottle should accidentally fall. There's 499 plugs still to do. I know it don't rhyme, but that's it. See you eventually, folks.